Hey, it's SickBoy from the GamingAnarchist Collective, and I'm back again. I know. Came back, made to make a return, and what happened? Got knocked down with a really nasty throat infection. Still lingering, still have some throat problems, but I was a fucking mess for weeks. Could barely speak. Goddamn nightmare. So, the last thing I did was my little mocking STFU about video games, which I'm hoping people were enjoying. I've seen at least one person thinks it's an absolute piece of shit, and you know what? That's your prerogative. I just thought I'd have a little bit of fun. Now, I have scripted out the next episode of that, and that is going to be the Homophobia of the Assassin's Creed series, when I can actually sit down and bother doing that and doing the voiceover and, mucking about with the puppet and doing some little skits and recording gameplay and the like. I will. But now I'm hoping I've sorted a lot of things out. I should be back to actually making videos regularly. But again, like I said, don't fucking trust me. Trust me when you start seeing videos every couple of days or every day. Hopefully you'll start seeing that much sooner rather than later, hopefully from now. I've managed to sort my room back out. I've had someone staying up here. I've had family visiting. I said throat infection and all sorts. It's just put everything on the back burner. But now I'm back and I want to deal with a little talking topic that has been floating around my head for a little while, and I really want to bring it out. And that's the question of, are video games art? Now, this is a thorny issue, and the problem is that both sides of the argument are essentially right, but both sides are also essentially wrong. The thing is, a lot of people talking about, oh, if games are going to be art, then they must be this, and they must be that, and they must be the other, blah, 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 blah. Those people are universally full of shit. Now, can a video game be art? Yes. Are video games art? No. Is all TV art? Are all drawings art? Are all sculptures art? No. Art is a subjective term. It's if something you find aesthetically pleasing is something you consider artistic. It's a non-tangible thing. It's essentially beauty of an inanimate object or beauty of a concept. It's when something is really art. It is not some kind of qualities. If it's puerile, it can't be art. That'd be fucking ridiculous. Now, to say video games are art and suggest that they must now ascend to some kind of higher plane is flat out fucking stupid. And anyone who says that is a cretin. Anyone who says video games can't be art, I'm sorry, you're wrong. Because they can be. Some games are just works of art. Genuinely, I think that certain games, you could argue, games like Shadow of the Colossus is a work of art. It is a beautifully crafted, highly complex, highly simple title. You can also a lot of that comes in indie games. You can say Journey is an artistic game. Now, does that make it a fun game to play? This is the question. Artistic doesn't necessarily mean fun. And this is where a lot of people want to push the artistic argument. Because they want to remove fun. They want to remove entertainment. They want to remove games that are enjoyable to play for games that have a deep message. Games can have a deep message. They don't have to have a deep message. What people are generally confusing, you see, is art and artistry. When people say all video games are art, of course they are. Well, no. Games require artistry to create. So does your mobile phone, so do your shoes. They require artistry. Now, certain artistry we consider may create a work of art. And in some cases, it's just a quality product. They're very different things. Artistry is not art. Really isn't. Anything that requires skill to make doesn't automatically become art. Equally, what can be considered great art can be a piece of shit. And that again is subjective. Pickle half a cow, that's a work of art. Did it require much skill to do? Did it require genius to do? No, it required a mental person with a chainsaw, formaldehyde and a big Perspex box. But that's considered art. Things that win the Turner Prize, like the unmade bed, won the Turner Prize. That was art, apparently. Did it require any skill? No. Did it require artistry? Fuck all artistry. It was an unmade bed in a room. But people want to think and project what they think about it. This is generally where you get the pretentiousness of art criticism. You may consider whatever you want to be art. That is your prerogative. You could consider a game that is puerile and silly and has no deep meaning as art because it perfects So take Postal, for example. Take Postal 2, for example. Let's not particularly talk about Postal 3, but talk about Postal 2, okay? Recently just released an update after years of being out. Now, I would consider that game a work of satirical art. I think a lot of that game is fucking genius. Really do. I think it is a work of art. Now, is the engine beautiful? Does it have some kind of really deep meaning beyond just taking the piss out of things that annoy the developers? No, but I consider it a work of satirical art. Do I consider Gone Home art? No, I just consider it a boring story. That's my personal, subjective opinion. To say one is art and one is not art is fucking foolish. And it just seems to be that people who are wanky art critics are desperate to define what is and what is not art. Those people you should be aware of. You should be very wary of. They want to define what things mean and what things are. That is because they want to have a degree of control, either social or they want to actually affect some kind of political change. We see that a lot. We see that with the likes of Jonathan McIntosh. Less, and it's like it's because I don't think she really, writes anything she says. But he, for example, goes on and on and on about artists and about gamification and on about violence isn't gay. You can't have art if you have violence in video games. Shut up, you fucking tubby twat. Speaking as a tubby pasty twat. Shut up, you tubby pasty twat. Oh dear, then you get you don't want to listen to the people like that or like Bob Chipman or Ben Kuchera telling you what is and what isn't art and what you can and cannot like and quantify. Bullshit. Are all games art? No, they're fucking not. Should they all be art? No. What defines it as art? That's your opinion. Don't listen to these toss bags telling you they must be art or they can't be art because of this. No, you don't find it a work of art. That's fine. Have your own opinion, you pathetic pieces of shit. Stop trying to voice it on others. It's pathetic, it's irritating, and I just wish you'd fuck off. Just sit in a little pit somewhere and wank yourself off to oblivion about the genius level design of Mario 3 and leave the critical thinking to the adults. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Catch you guys later.